Many security leaders make a compelling case for critical security investment, and the board or other leadership responds with, "That sounds important, but we have other priorities right now." This doesn't necessarily mean that those leaders don't value security. What it means is that they don't see how security connects to what they're trying to accomplish. Security investments that aren't connected to business objectives compete for budget as overhead, a cost to be minimized. Security investments that enable business objectives compete as strategic spending, an investment in success. Business strategist Ram Charan put it simply, the foundation of business acumen is understanding how your company makes money, and more importantly, how your decisions contribute to that. This applies directly to security. If you cannot articulate how a security investment contributes to business success, you're asking leadership to take it on faith. Faith is a weak foundation for budget approval. The security leaders who consistently win resources are not necessarily those facing the biggest threats. They're those who speak the language of business outcomes. They connect every security initiative to something the organization is trying to achieve. This does not require manipulation or spin. It's about genuine alignment, ensuring that security spending actually addresses what leadership cares about, not just what security teams think leadership should care about. Let's think of a framework for connecting security investments to business goals. Every security initiative should map to at least one of these 5 business objectives. Here's the first one: supporting market expansion. When your company enters new markets, geographic regions, industry verticals, customer segments, security requirements change. European expansion requires GDPR compliance. Healthcare customers require HIPAA capabilities. Government contracts require specific certifications. Security investments that enable market expansions are not costs, they're prerequisites for revenue growth. The second objective is enabling new product offerings. Product innovation often creates security requirements. A new mobile app needs secure authentication. A customer portal needs data protection. An API program needs access controls. Frame security investments as enabling product launches, not blocking them. Objective 3, protecting revenue streams. Downtime costs money. Data breaches cost money. Customer churn from security incidents costs money. When you can quantify the revenue at risk and show how security investments protect it, then you're speaking a language executives understand. Objective 4 is satisfying customer requirements. Increasingly, customers, especially enterprise customers, require security capabilities before they'll do business with you. Security questionnaires, audit rights, compliance certifications. These are all not optional if you want these certain customers. Security investments that satisfy customer requirements directly enable sales. And for objective 5, reducing operational risk. Every organization has strategic initiatives that could be derailed by security incidents, a major acquisition, a digital transformation, a public offering. Security investments that reduce risk to these initiatives protect strategic plans leadership has staked their success on. A practical technique is to take any security initiative and complete the following sentence. This investment enables the business to. Now, if you can't complete that sentence with something leadership cares about, then you have a problem. Either the investment is not actually aligned with business objectives, in which case reconsider it, or you haven't done the work to understand how it connects. So, for example, instead of, "We need a new identity management system because our current one is outdated," try, "We need a new identity management system because it will reduce onboarding time for the 300 new employees we're hiring for the expansion, and it's required for the SOC 2 certification our enterprise customers are demanding." Here's another one. Instead of, "We need to improve our incident response capabilities," try, "We need to improve our incident response capabilities because our average downtime per incident is costing us $200,000, and faster response directly protects the revenue from our e-commerce platform." The security need is the same. The framing determines whether leadership sees cost or investment. Now, the elephant in the room is that to align with business objectives, first have to understand business objectives. Many security leaders operate in isolation from strategic planning and don't fully understand all the business objectives. The way to fix that is to read what leadership reads: annual reports, investor presentations, board materials, and strategic plans. These documents tell you what the organization is trying to accomplish and what's keeping the executives up at night. Attend business meetings, not just security meetings. Product roadmap reviews, sales pipeline discussions, operational planning sessions. Understand where the business is heading so you can anticipate security needs before they become urgent. And build relationships with business unit leaders. Ask them directly, what are your goals for this year? What would success look like? What could derail your plans? Their answers reveal where security can add value. Ask your CFO or finance team how they evaluate investments. Understanding the criteria they use helps you present security investments in terms they find compelling. And achieving alignment is not a one-time thing, obviously. Business priorities shift. The market expansion that was priority 1 in January may be paused by June. The product launch that drove security requirements may be accelerated or delayed. Your security roadmap has to evolve alongside these shifts. Build flexibility into your planning. Don't lock in a 3-year roadmap that assumes static priorities. Review and adjust quarterly based on where the business is heading. Communicate proactively when priorities change. If leadership shifts focus, be the first to ask, how does this change affect our security priorities? What should we accelerate or defer? Track alignment explicitly. For every major security initiative, document which business objective it supports. When that objective changes, the security initiative should be reevaluated. The goal is not just initial alignment, it's sustained alignment as the business evolves. Now, security leaders often complain that executives don't understand security, but the burden of translation falls on us, not them. When you connect security investments to market expansion, product innovation, revenue protection, customer requirements, and strategic risk reduction, you're not dumbing down security, demonstrating that you understand what the business is trying to accomplish and that security is part of achieving it. The downloadable resource for this lesson, Security Business Alignment Worksheet, provides templates for mapping your security initiatives to business objectives and crafting business-aligned investment proposals. In the next lesson, we'll go more into presenting security budgets to leadership.